If you're a truth seeker, you need to hear this. Your subconscious is trying to speak. Welcome to the only podcast of its kind, hosted by the legendary David John Oates. Dive into the world of reverse speech, where we unveil the hidden messages in the words of politicians, celebrities, and even you. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, join us as we decode the unconscious mind, revealing the truth behind the spoken word. With over 41 years of pioneering research, David John Oates takes you on a journey beyond the conscious realm. From shocking political confessions to the secret desires of the stars, no thought is too hidden. Discover what they're really thinking, and maybe what you're truly saying too. Tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit www.reversespeech.com to learn more. Reverse speech. It's more than just words. It's a window into the truth.
And g'day everyone. Guess what? I'm home. How about that, hey? Okay. Yes, I arrived home. What's today? Sunday. I arrived home on Friday. My sleep's all over the place, of course. Look, I never get jet lag when I go to the United States, but boy, I get it when I come home. I really do. Although I must admit, I slept almost normal hours last night. I went to bed at 7, woke up at 3, so that's not too bad. Anyway, I'll be in Australia for the next. My next America trip is planned for next year, July and August of next year. So, but I'm staying here till then. Oh, a couple of little camping trips, of course, in my new Land Cruiser, which I was very pleased to see sitting in my driveway when I got home. Okay, look, I don't have much for you tonight. I do have Charlie Kirk's widow, which I think is worth a whole show in and of itself. I've downloaded the Charlie Kirk, and that's opening up in reverse speech software now. I'll have him for you next week. I'm taking a week off work, but I will get Charlie Kirk's reversals done. So we'll come with him next week. And today we're going to look at his widow. What's her name? Erica Kirk. I'm sure we were all captivated by her speech she gave to the nation yesterday. Okay, so what can I tell you? Look, the America trip was great. It was a really good success. Financially, I made more than I spent, so that's always good. It's nice to know it hasn't been a financially wasted trip, but we got a lot of seeds sown. I think the next trip's going to be a whole lot better, and look, we're just going to build up momentum from here. I'm really at the stage now where I just really want to get reverse speech up and running and pumping again, and I'm going to be making a whole lot of moves in that area over the next few weeks and months. Just wait and see. Let me just settle down and work out how I'm going to do it. But it was a good America trip, and a lot of seeds were sown, a lot of interest in reverse speech. I wrote 2 books while I was away. The first book is Reverse Speech, Fulfillment of Prophecy. You have to read that book. That is awesome. It blew me out when I was researching it. Reverse speech is all through the Bible. Oh my God, it's everywhere. Once you know what you're looking for. And not just the Bible, but the Gnostic Gospels and some of the ancient Vedic scriptures. I've quoted all of them in this latest book too. Reverse speech, Fulfillment of Prophecy. So, look, hopefully that's going to be out in the next few days. So keep your eyes open for that. It's a really eye-opening book, and like I said, it blew me away while I was researching it. And the second book I wrote was Living Like the Wind, and it's as the title says, it's all about living like the wind, and how those who are born of the Spirit are like the wind. And Jesus likened those who are born again as being like the wind. Of course, I have a few harsh words to say within the church in that book, but most of my books do, don't they? So you'll have to excuse me for that. So Living Like the Wind, that's in the editors now. She's going to finish off Fulfilling Prophecy first, and then we're going to do Living Like the Wind. So yeah, so that's the story. All right, look, let's go straight into Erica Kirk reversals. They're the only thing I've got for you today. But I think that we will work something out here. Let me just move everything around here. Let me just share. Let me just. So I'm just gonna rearrange everything on my desk so I can fit all these in. All right, now how do I share screen? No, I've forgotten how to do it now. Share screen. Here we go. Window. Charlie Kirk. Share. Okay, this is Charlie Kirk's widow. Now, the first reversal occurs as she's whispering. So you're going to have to really listen hard for this. Let me try and give you some more levels because it's a little bit faint.
This chair. Every day he loved it. He loved what he did.
He loved what he did. And backwards she says, Daddy, help.
Daddy, help. Daddy, help. Daddy, help.
Daddy, help. Yeah, well, okay. She's looking for help from someone. Daddy, help. All right, here's a second reversal. I believe her name's Erica Kirk.
I want to thank my husband's dear friend, Vice President Vance, and his phenomenal wife, Usha.
And here she says, now free.
Now free. Now free. Now free.
She's talking about her husband, I would presume. Her husband is now free. Now free. All right, here's the next one.
Mr. President, my husband loved you. And he knew that you loved him too. He did. Your friendship was amazing.
And here she says, in the soul wish. In the soul wish. Wonderful reversal. Let's play that again. I wonder what in the soul wish. One would assume that the soul wished for Charlie and Trump to be friends. We'll play that again.
Mr. President, my husband loved you. And he knew that you loved him too. He did. Your friendship was amazing.
And in the soul wish. Can you hear that okay? She's whispering the reversal. How's my levels? Are they all coming across okay here? Let's try the next one. Here we go.
2 days ago, my husband, Charlie, went to see the face of his Savior and his God.
See the faith.
Seek the faith.
Seek the face, not see the face. I'm sorry. Seek the faith.
Seek the faith.
Seek the faith. Okay. No, I just shut that down. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to do that. Let's go and share that screen again, shall we? Okay, here we go. Next reversal.
He loved the Chicago Cubs. And my goodness, did he love the Oregon Ducks? Want me to say go Ducks, so I have to since they play on Saturday. So go Ducks.
Smile, faith, and see fire.
Smile, faith, and see fire. Smile, faith, and see fire.
Wow.
Smile, faith, and see fire.
Wow, she's a determined woman, isn't she? Smile, faith, and see fire.
Smile, faith, and see fire. Smile, faith, and see fire. Smile, faith, and see fire.
All right, then we have this one here. Next one along.
I will never, ever have the words to describe the loss that I feel in my heart.
Belief had a soul.
Belief had a soul. Belief had a soul. Belief had a soul.
All right, you notice we got no satanic reversals here, everyone. This is a woman whose faith is genuine. She's congruent, which is wonderful to see in this height of emotions that she's experiencing right now.
I honestly have no idea what any of this means. I know that God does, but I don't.
The God heaven has names.
The God heaven has names. The God heaven has names. The God heaven has names.
Oh, look at her eyes. Look at her eyes looking up. Right at the... Oh, excuse me. Look at her eyes looking up right at the end of the reversal. What's that? The God heaven has names.
God heaven has names. The God heaven has names. The God heaven has names.
I wonder what she means by the God heaven has names. Huh, that's interesting. All right. Here's the final reversal. And I'm going to make a comment on this one after I play it. So here we go.
You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
And then she says, like a whirlwind.
Like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind.
Okay, the comment I want to make is there's no D on the end of whirlwind, and that's actually quite common in reverse. Often the D on whirlwind is not pronounced, so that's quite common. But she's quite congruent when she says this forward, so listen to the forwards again, and she's very congruent.
You have no idea the fire that you have ignited within this wife. The cries of this widow will echo around the world like a battle cry.
Like a whirlwind.
Like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind. Like a whirlwind.
Okay, all right. Well, then, all I can tell you is that Charlie Kirk's widow was very congruent. Her faith is genuine. There's no worship Satan reversals in there. We've got soul wish, see the faith, smile faith, belief had a soul, the God whirlwind has names, like a whirlwind. So there we go. There's a discussion on the chat in my podcast now about they're selling a book on Amazon a day about his death, the day before it happened. That was interesting. Wow. Don't know. All right, look, I'm going to do Charlie Kirk this week. We will come up with some reversals on him next week. Okay. And if there is any conspiracies or anything going on, I will certainly find it. Okay. All right. Now, let me see what else I've done. I have got nothing prepared for you today at all. So, what I'm going to do is, see, I don't know which ones I've played and which ones I haven't. Client reversals. We should do some client reversals. Let's go and do this. All right, we're gonna run some client reversals here. Incidentally, who saw my lecture in Charlotte? Anyone watch the lecture in Charlotte? The video's up on YouTube. If you haven't seen it, go and have a look at it. Okay. So it's a pretty good lecture. The video production is excellent. So go and have a look at that. All right, we're going to look at some client reversals here. So let me move that down here. Let me move this over here. And here we go.
Back left shoulder, there's something there. And the spinal cord, there's something there as well.
Oh, he's talking about he's got pains in his body, the back of the shoulder and spinal cords. And backwards he says, and these muscles talk. We're not certain. Oh, yeah. Wow. Well, okay. Well, that's true. Muscles do talk. Anyone who knows the body will tell you the muscles do communicate. So he's got pain in his back and shoulders. These muscles talk. We're not certain. Well, we're not certain what it means, I guess. All right, here's another one on a client that uses a really amazing reversal.
My divorce is getting finalized. Or 7 years ago when I separated from my ex, or,
I am.
I am. I am. I am.
Very powerful reversal. To call yourself I am in reverse is to acknowledge your own divinity. So I am. Interesting. All right, next one. Here we go. And I'm just going down the list here. Okay.
Is that hurt? And it just kind of relieves the pain. And I have to say, she's really done I have so much more movement in my neck. She's really doing a good job.
And I'm in the blue room.
And I'm in a blue room.
Huh. Oh, not the blue room, just in blue room. And I'm in blue room.
Doing a good job. And I'm in a blue room. And I'm in a blue room.
I'm in a blue room.
And I'm in a blue room.
And I'm in a blue room. Well, blue is the color of love. She's talking about success in the therapy. So love. Yeah. Okay. All right. Someone just, Jeanette Johnson, hello, just said Charlie was an example of a person that brought heaven to earth. Well, certainly we can see that in the reversals of his wife that were very congruent and full of genuine faith. It's very nice to see someone of genuine faith. I haven't found many in all my years of searching, unfortunately. Okay. So we will definitely have reversals on Charlie Kirk for you next week's show. So spread the word around. All right, next reversal here. Here we go.
But I'll just talk to Dr. Sanovich if he doesn't. And
deepest heaven, answer God.
Deepest heaven, answer God.
Wow.
Deepest heaven, answer God. Deepest heaven, answer God.
Deepest heaven, answer God. Looking for spiritual device, I guess. Here's one that says divine needs meta walk.
Where I'm supposed to be, and so I don't have a lot of fear or a lot of problems like stepping forward and saying, yeah, let's go ahead and change my whole life, because
divine needs meta walk.
Divine needs meta walk.
Here's a strange reversal. I wouldn't know what this one means. Okay.
Not really. I guess I think
you want me to do a show on Sheolf. Oh, do a live Sheolf trance on the air. You're asking for trouble. I'm actually doing Sheolf working class now, practitioner class. I'm going to be doing another Sheolf meta walk in my practitioner class next class. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do it on. We'll let the class know that. Here's a strange reversal. God is yellow guilt.
not really. I guess I think of, sort of a little, just, like, well, I did okay this day, or I could have done a little better, but I don't know if it's like on a 10-point scale or anything.
God is yellow guilt.
What is yellow guilt?
Wow.
What is yellow guilt?
What a strange reversal.
What is yellow guilt?
I don't know what that would mean. God is yellow guilt. No idea. Oh, here's another client who says, I am.
I don't know, but I feel pretty good this morning. Yeah, I feel pretty good this morning.
And I am.
I am.
Wow.
I am. I am.
I am. Wow. And here's another one that says I am.
I imagine that. And then my things started subsiding.
Let us sniff. I am.
Let us sniff. I am.
Let us sniff. I am. Let us sniff. I am.
Well, there you go. Hey, let us sniff. I am. Wow. A lot of I ams out there. Here's another one that says my super force.
But yeah, the sole purpose, I'm just trying to find it out. I think I'm so close, David.
My super force.
Super force.
Oh, yeah.
Super force.
Oh, yeah.
Super force.
Yeah, my super force. When he says, I'm very close, David, my super force, tapping into his power and energy inside. Here's one that says near the heavy idol. Let's listen to the forwards and see what the idol is.
You're feeling like you're going to pass on or die without ever having loved somebody.
Right.
That's what he picked up.
Near the heavy idol.
Never have it eye of the week.
Wow.
Never have it eye of the week.
Wow.
Never have it eye of the week.
You know what? I bet you I know what this is. He's talking about getting readings, palm readings, or psychic readings. Hang on, let me listen to the forwards again. Hang on, try and get this.
Or you're feeling like you're going to pass on or die without ever having loved somebody.
Right.
That's what he picked up.
Near the heavy idol.
Never have it eye of the week. Never have it eye of the week. Never have it eye of the week.
Yeah, near the heavy idol. Not too sure what that would mean. Here's one that says Satan's secrets in the heart. Not the heart, heart. Satan's secrets in heart.
Oh, this is just, this is for someone in my situation. This is like heaven,
Yeah, right. Satan's secrets in heart. Oh yeah. Satan's secrets in heart. Wow. Here's one that echoes a theme I've heard a few times. Seen the sound I sent. I remember I heard a reversal when I had my practice in San Diego that said, see the sound in the air around. Here's one that says, seen the sound I sent.
Balloon, like a helium balloon, go higher with it, into the sky.
Yeah.
That's a nice image.
Seen the sound I sent.
Oh
yeah. If anyone's got any idea of what seeing the sound I sent mean, or see the sound, what could see the sound mean? And the other reversal, seeing the sound in the air around. And I've heard it before too. Yeah, I have. Yeah, here's one that says soul, they see love. Let's see what the forwards is. Yeah, if you just joined me, I'm reversing clients. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I spent the first part of the show doing reversals on the Charlie Kirk's widow. If you missed them, you can scroll back and listen once this broadcast is over. I'm doing client reversals now. I've got nothing else prepared for you. Sorry, I just got back from America, so give me a few days to get back to normal again. All right, soul, they see love.
And I told Robert, I said, I'm glad I said was, because that's very enlightening.
Soul, they see love.
That's it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's it. Oh, that's it.
Here's a verse I found on a client last year.
Right. The snow planes fell from the sky.
War soon, America.
War soon, America.
War soon, America. War soon, America.
Well, that's a bit scary, isn't it? Yeah, let's play that again. War soon, America. Is this a premonition reversal? Is this predicting something coming?
Right. The snow planes fell from the sky.
War soon, America.
War soon, America.
War soon, America. War soon, America.
Wow. Here's one. Oh, this is on me. Follow your faith.
Ultimate desire for life.
Yeah, for your life. Yeah. Follow your faith.
Follow your faith.
Oh, yeah.
Follow your faith.
Well, there you go.
Follow your faith.
These reversals I happen to find on me while I'm doing session work. Here's one that says, he's the life. I'm talking about my faith.
The theology, and I mean, because I went to Bible school, I know my Bible forwards and backwards.
He's the life.
He's the life. He's the life. He's the life.
Talking about Jesus. He's alive. Oh, yeah, I've got quite a few on me here. Do you want to hear all my reversals? Here, I've never played any of these publicly. Here, yeah, let's go for it. These are some reversals I find on me during social work. Here's the next one.
Right. Right. So what do we do with that reversal, mucking with the divine?
A backwards humble server.
How do we work with that?
Oh, sorry. Here we go.
Humble server.
Huh.
Humble server. Humble server.
Well, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, let's play the chords again.
Right. Right. So what do we do with that reversal, mucking with the divine? How do we work with that?
Humble server.
Humble server.
Huh.
Humble server.
Huh.
Humble server.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right. Oh, I'm a little bit embarrassed playing these. Let's play them all. Okay, here we go. I am a soul with the world.
Well, that wouldn't work for me. I'm married to my work.
I'm married to my work. I am a soul with the world.
I am a fellow well.
Oh, yeah.
I am a fellow well. I am a fellow well.
Huh. Okay. Here's one on me that says I'm still on with rents. Yeah, I am still on with rents. That's a true statement.
Yep. Yeah, well, that's inevitable, isn't it?
I'm still on with rents.
Still with rents.
Huh.
Still with rents. Still with rents.
Yeah, still on with rents. Here's one that says I've a nurse to free you.
Okay, all right. Well, tell me what sort of crap you might have that you're concerned about.
I've a nurse to free you.
I have a nurse to free you.
Oh, yeah.
I have a nurse to free you. I have a nurse to free you.
Yeah, there you go. I've a nurse to free you. Here's one that says make yourself, you know God.
Got to advertise or promote. Run the Facebook ads. I got a guy who's running Facebook ads for his business, and he's it's not reverse speech.
Make yourself, you know God.
Make yourself, you know God.
Huh.
Make yourself, you know God. Make yourself, you know God.
Huh. Yeah. Here's one that says send the one to see the Satan.
And then appearing in the desert is another metaphor of healing and peace. And that is a metaphor known as Jesus.
Send the one to see the Satan.
Send the one to see the Satan.
Send the one to see the Satan.
Wow.
Send the one to see the Satan.
Oh, that's getting apocalyptic, isn't it? The one is the Holy Spirit. Send the one to see the Satan. Yeah, well, that sounds like something I do in a meta walk, actually. This is the last one I'm going to play. This says your soul was Jesus.
I just talked about that with you a couple weeks ago.
The need to what?
So,
Sorry, say it again. Pay.
Need to pay. The
your soul was Jesus.
need to pay.
Yeah, it's not whiskey in this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's not whiskey in the. Yeah, it's not whiskey in the.
Well, there you go. How about that, hey? Your soul with Jesus. All right, let's have a look. What else have we got here? All right, here we go. Back to clients again now.
It's like the big, full of emotions, but not just my emotions, the whole world's emotions. So, I would like for the sea to be calm.
Force has shown this world war hurts.
Well, this world war hurts.
Wow.
Well, this world war hurts.
Wow.
Well, this world war hurts.
Force has shown this world war hurts. Wow. Yeah, let's play that one again.
Well, this world war hurts.
Well, this world war hurts.
Yeah, there it is.
Well, this world war hurts.
Here's one that says, hand the love, God.
Hey, part 7, modify for public.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Here's one that says, he's the source, raise love.
With neighbors.
Oh, it's the same guy.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good to see. He's
Hey, yeah.
He's there.
Oh, yeah.
He's
Hey, yeah.
He's there.
Yeah, there it is.
Hey, yeah.
Okay. Here's a reversal in laughter that says, fought my daughter.
But
Fought my daughter. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's in laughter. That's cool. Here, let's play it again. Here's the laughter.
but
And the laughter is fought my daughter. Wow. All right. Here's one that says CIA, it have. Oh, what's talking about forward?
The AI is able to find reversals.
Well, we've just started.
Oh, CIA, it have.
CIA.
Wow.
CIA.
Does that mean the CIA have already got software finding reversals? I'm sure they probably do. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me one little bit. All right, here's another one on me.
So, yeah, and then we went to the mist of heaven.
Uh-huh.
And in the middle of the mist of heaven was the soul, the fire of the soul.
Right.
Or the flame of the soul.
The fire of the soul.
Fire of the soul.
What I call it.
The Lord God I will see.
The Lord God I will
What?
see.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord God I will
What?
see.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
What?
Wow, that's a pretty cool one. All right. Here's a reversal on a trance induction.
And the unconscious mind rises to the surface more and more.
Yes, be a therapy.
Each breath that
Oh,
you take,
sorry.
each sound that I make,
Okay, yes, be a therapy.
yes, be a therapy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, be a therapy.
Well, how about that, hey?
Yes, be a therapy.
That's what you want on someone giving a trance induction, isn't it? Yes, be a therapy. Absolutely. Here we have sound again.
I can't spit it in my terms and expect people, it would make sense to people. So it's just, yeah.
Reverse will give us a sound that we run.
Reverse will give the sound that we run.
Reverse will give us a sound that we run. Here's one that says, reverse speech, help me meet God. That's a bit hard to hear, isn't it? Reverse speech is really faint. All right, here's a clear reverse speech in reverse. Here we go.
And about, according to David, you're supposed to be one of the big guys in reverse speech in the future, which would be great. And then the reversal said, found the Steve server. And he thinks that Sylvain's going to be the one that helps me find my higher self. I really don't know.
Reverse speech in life, this will serve.
Reverse speech in life, this will serve.
I love that reversal.
In life, this will serve. Reverse speech in life, this will serve.
I love that reversal. That is so cool. Here's one that says, screw my blood, see that CIA.
Yeah, I just don't have the desire anymore. It's just CIA.
Wow. This guy, no, this is not a friend of mine, this guy, an Australian guy. I'm good friends with this guy. I'll play the Fords again.
Yeah, I just don't have the desire anymore. It's just
Screw my blood. See, that's CIA.
CIA.
Wow.
CIA.
Wow, I'll be bothered. Wow, that's amazing. Wow. Here's one that says, seek your love and the cause will beat.
I was reading some of your Facebook posts, and you mentioned something about like all those people talking about like their spiritual path, and it never really occurred to me. I don't think that ever.
Seek your love and the cause will beat. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's true. Find your love, find love, and everything else will fall into place. Here's one that says self-eternal.
Pretty cool.
It talks about the endlessness of life.
It's a pretty cruel and nasty place at certain times and places, and it's got to change something. Somebody's got to do something. So I'm glad you're doing that.
Self-eternal.
Self-eternal.
Wow. Yeah, there it is. Self-eternal. Here's one that says, serve God and reverse your name.
Yeah,
You notice how a lot of these reversals are spiritual? That's very common in sexual work. There's a real spiritual element to reverse speech that I tried to escape from for 30 years, but I finally decided to embrace the spiritual side of reverse speech. About 10 years ago, I did that. And wow, the stuff I'm getting now spiritually is just incredible. It really is the voice of the heart. It's the heart. It's who we really are speaking. It's an amazing phenomenon. Here's one that says, serve God and reverse your name.
You had to climb up on top of me on the chair to get up there.
Oh, yeah. Serve God and reverse your name. Here's one that says, the darkness may rape the love. This will be known.
Well, I'm able to volunteer on some projects since those are the projects they can't pay me. But they're good for mankind.
The darkness may rape the love. This will be known. Oh, yeah. Here's one that says, the message with God, the risk grows. See, we're getting apocalyptic here, aren't we?
I forget who Nora talking to, but whoever she was talking to said that William gave the office of Christ.
The message with God, the risk grow.
The message with God, the risk grow.
Oh, yeah.
The message with God, the risk grow. The message with God, the risk grow.
Yeah, well, that's true. As you start to speak God's message, the risk does grow. Charlie Kirk is a testament to that, isn't he? Look what happened to him. Why is it that all the great men of God seem to get themselves shot? It's a bit scary, isn't it? Here's
we are finding peace.
Here's another one. It's a long one, this one.
We are finding peace within the world and with others, so that it's all peaceful for them and it all works great.
The whirlwind, it will speak your mouth by you.
The whirlwind that is speaking your mouth by you. The whirlwind that is speaking your mouth by you. The whirlwind that is speaking your mouth by you.
Okay, there's whirlwind without a D. Remember I said earlier that whirlwind is often without a D? Here it is. There's no D. What it means, look, I know what the reversal about see the sound actually mean, and the whirlwind will speak your mouth by you. I know exactly what that means. We are constantly transmitting sound waves. Well, reverse speech calls it sound. It's actually energy through the whirlwind. The whirlwind is the universal field that surrounds us and the planet. It's what's responsible for ESP and psychic abilities. We are constantly communicating unconsciously via what reverse speech calls sound in the whirlwind. And it's in the air around. See the sound in the air around. So when it says the whirlwind, it will speak your mouth by you. It's speaking a great spiritual truth. I could write a whole book on this too.
Your mouth by you.
The whirlwind, it will speak its mouth. It will speak your mouth by you.
Whirlwind that speaks.
No, I lost it again. And whirlwind without a D.
Great. Whirlwind that speaks. Your mouth by you. Whirlwind that speaks. Your mouth by you.
There it is.
Whirlwind that speaks. Your mouth by you.
Yeah, here's another whirlwind. This is on Trump. The whirlwind they love in it.
A friend of mine builds automobile plants. This guy, I don't want to insult him. This guy can't walk across the street, but he can throw up an automobile plant better than anybody in the world. I said, I want to see one of the plants.
The whirlwind they love in it. Oh, yeah. That's also no D. Listen to that. No D on this whirlwind either. Wonder why whirlwind doesn't have a D in reverse.
And better than anybody in the world. I said, I want to see one of the plants.
All right. There's 3 whirlwinds we've seen today. None of them have a D. That's really interesting. I didn't know that. Oh, here's another whirlwind. Here, let's see if this one's got a D.
But I do know that the book of Revelations, an awful lot of stuff in the book of Revelations is taking place right now.
Yeah.
And one of them they talk about is a time of the birthing of the new world.
All right. This one is a long one. Whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God in the whirlwind. Whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God in the whirlwind. Or whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God in the whirlwind.
Whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God in the whirlwind.
Hang on. Whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God to cast in the whirlwind.
When you serve with that master.
Okay, let's get the beginning of it.
Whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God to cast in the whirlwind. Whirlwind, when you serve with that master, seek God to cast in the whirlwind.
Yeah, well, that's a hard one. It's too long. But there's no D on whirlwind, is there? All right, let's look at some more ones here. We've got time. We're going to skip down with some more. Oh, I found a reversal the other day. Oh, yes, I do. I got to play this one. Here we go. This is here, I'll just play it.
Is Jesus the only way to obtain righteousness from the Father? Is there one way to heaven, or are there multiple ways?
Okay, is Jesus the only way to find the way to heaven? Is there one way, or is there multiple ways? Reversal says, praise it, the love.
Praise it off. Praise it off. Praise it off.
That answers his question. Jesus is not the only way to get to heaven. There are multiple ways, and it's through love. Praise it, the love. So inadvertently, he communicated a universal truth. Let me do it again.
Is Jesus the only way to obtain righteousness from the Father? Is there one way to heaven, or are there multiple ways?
Praise it, the love.
Praise it off. Praise it off. Praise it off.
Love is the way to get to heaven. All right. Here's...
you need somebody who...
Is this Bill Clinton?
You need somebody who will remember you as vividly on the day they leave the White House as they do on the day of the New Hampshire primary. And that is my wife. I hope our next president, Senator Hillary Clinton.
Don't know what that's doing in this file. Scan our poor heart.
Scan our poor heart.
Oh yeah. Yeah, here's another whirlwind. Let's see if this has got a D on it.
I was just visualizing the whirlwind, visualizing the wolf like we used to do because we've done it before.
Absolutely.
And it just started bringing that power and that life force. And yesterday I was feeling absolutely fantastic. I just
See yourself full with love. Give me whirlwind. Is there a D on it?
see yourself full with love. Give me a whirlwind.
No, there's no D.
See yourself full with love. Give me a whirlwind.
Okay, so for those reverse speech enthusiasts out there, you don't have to have a D on whirlwind for it to be a valid reversal. Okay. Here's this is a profound truth. The client says the answer, sniff the light.
Yeah, that's interesting. That is the opposite. Need, poor, hell.
The answer, sniff the light. All right, look, here we got a reversal. Wrong one. I actually love this reversal. I just hate the forward.
The 7-year tribulation.
This is the late Jerry Falwell, and he's talking about ruling over his fellow man when Jesus comes back.
7-year tribulation must transpire here. The 1,000-year reign of Christ, in the which I shall be your boss for 1,000 years, Dr. Levitt. The 1,000 year is yet to happen on this earth. That's just an assumption. I don't have any word of knowledge on that. But
just can't stand the forwards on that. God, that guy's disgusting. The will of God, but the reversal's a wonderful universal truth that we just saw earlier, didn't we? The will of God's reign is love.
develop God's reign is love. Develop God's reign is love. Develop God's reign is love.
Yeah, the will of God's reign is love. Well, here's Bill Gates. He says, the beast see my heart.
We've got a little bit of a video about some of this video recognition work we're doing. And so let's take a look from the researchers themselves about how they see this.
The beast see my heart.
The beast see my heart.
Oh.
The beast see my heart.
Nasty, nasty.
The beast see my heart.
Nasty. Oh, talking about the beast. I wrote I'm coming out with a book on the book of Revelation. Okay? It's a completely different reinterpretation of the book of Revelation that you've never seen before. It's based on reverse speech metaphors. It's a whole new look at Revelations. I've got the outline of it all mapped out. I just got to fill it in. That'll be 2 or 3 months before that comes out. But you wait till you see. Oh, this is a whole new look at the Revelation from the perspective of reverse speech. So they'll be coming out in a couple of months, I guess. I've already got the basics of it mapped out. So, but watch out for my book next week, Fulfillment of Prophecy. As soon as that's out, I'll post on my Facebook page. If anyone wants to follow me closely, go to my Facebook page. It's the only social media I use. I'm not on TikTok or Twitter or X or whatever they call it nowadays. I just really stick to Facebook. I'm just not into social media. I just don't have time. I like Facebook. So DavidOates.7509 is my Facebook page. And when Fulfillment of Prophecy comes out, I'll let you know. Here's Kamala saying, hell on the light.
Packed with all our belongings, ready to go to Illinois.
Hell on the light?
Hell on the lace.
Hell on the lace. Hell on the lace.
Hell on the light. Okay, what else have I got? I hear Nancy Pelosi. It's a war with the light.
It's heartbreaking, and it lacks knowledge about what the role is of FEMA and the others in time of natural disaster.
It's a war with the light.
It's a war with the what? It's a war with the what?
It's a war with the what?
There we go. Oh, Debbie Daffron just says something very nice. David's books are awesome. That's very nice of you, Debbie. Thank you so much. Look, I've published 20 books now. I've written about 25. I've got a couple of books in the planning stage right now. There's 2 coming out in quick succession over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be finishing off the second Angelian Saga trilogy over the next couple of months, and that will be out. I'm going to be pretty busy writing over the next few months. I've got lots of books in my head. I've got to write a book on case studies and therapy. That's really important. That's actually my next big reverse speech book will be on case studies. Okay, here's one that says hearts are sweet. Oh, it's a little girl. Hearts are sweet. Yeah, that's not very good. What else have I got here? Here's Trump. I played this one many times, but I'll play it again. Serve that Lord of the Light.
I made a nice speech, one big crowd. I said, and it's all over town. Look at all that press. Look at all of them.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light. Serve that Lord of the Light.
Look, a lot of people who don't like Trump hate that reversal. Oh, my God. I've had so much kickback on that reversal. I remember one guy just went ballistic on Facebook over that reversal, claiming the Lord of the Light was Satan. But no, it's not Satan. The Lord of the Light is Jesus. Here, let me play you some more reversals about the light.
Well, the same way you tell with an individual, if you had, in fact, you would probably work with the same people who have provided insight into.
We're stepping into the light.
We're stepping into the light.
Wow.
We're stepping into
That's
the light.
really satanic, isn't it?
We're stepping into the light.
Here it says, yep, I need light, starts in the
heart.
Yes, it. Yep, I need light, starts in the heart. Clearly, the light in reverse speech is the light of God. It's not the light of Lucifer. Here's Trump saying, and then the battle with the light.
Cash bail releasing 400,000 criminals onto our streets. Think of no more cash bail. Look at what happened in New York.
And then the battle with the light.
And then the battle with the light.
And then the battle with the light. And then the battle with the light.
All right, here's the last reversal for today's show. Your love found, but you've seen him in the heart.
There's some dynamic that reminded me a lot of my father. I mean, I bonded so deeply with him because there was something about him that made me think of my father.
Your love found, but you've seen him in the heart.
You're an off family opinion and my heart.
You're an off family opinion and my heart. You're an off family opinion and my heart.
Okay, so what have we learned in today's show? We've learned that whirlwind doesn't need a D on the end. So all you reverse people out there can document whirlwind without a D. We've learned that Jesus isn't the only way to heaven, that love is the way. Love is the way. And, of course, I have found reversals on non-Christians that say they're very close to God. So that's been one of the bastions of Christianity that has fallen under my research into reverse speech. Anyway, that's it for today. Thank you so much, everyone. Go back and listen to the Erica Kirk reversals. Very congruent. Her face is genuine. It's very nice to see someone with a genuine Christian faith out there because a lot of them aren't. See you later, everyone. We'll catch you next week. Okay? Bye.